Hey, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a review of the best and worst items that I have thrifted in 2020. So we'll be looking at some of the things that I've really loved and some of the things that I have not loved quite so much, and I'll explain the reasons for those as well. Now, most of this stuff you've probably seen in different videos, but there are a couple of things in there that you haven't seen and they're quite interesting. So please stick around and we'll go through them. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It'd really mean a lot to me. Right, let's get into it. First up, we have my thrifted blazer from Sue Ryder charity shop, and it's from Max Mara. It was £14.99 or £15, you know, penny difference. And it's probably it is actually the most expensive thing that I'm going to talk through. However, I really liked it. I haven't really got many designer items, and I didn't buy it just for the label, but also I love the material, I love the colour, I love the pattern on it, I love the texture. It's a size larger than I am, but it fits pretty well. I like the fact actually that it's a size larger because I can throw it over a jumper and it keeps me pretty snug. It's nice and smart. Yeah, really chuffed that I got this, and I didn't mind paying a bit more. I don't know how much it would have been brand new actually. I might have known before, I probably googled it at the time, but it's a really nice solid blazer. I'm really chuffed I got it. Now this is a piece I've absolutely lived in over the winter, and the reason is it's brushed cotton, it's soft, it's warm, and I just love the colour scheme on it. So it's predominantly red, as you can see. It's got some white, yellow, blue and green in there as well, and it just made me feel really festive. But it's one of those shirts that even when when you've moved past Christmas, you can still wear it and it doesn't look out of place. It's just lovely and warm, and you can snuggle up in it. And who doesn't want comfort on a cold day? Next up on my love list is another key staple. I've worn this so often, I don't think I could count it. And I think this was about £3.50 if I remember rightly. It came from Marks and Spencer's originally, and it is, I think it's polyester actually. Let me just double check. Can't see on the label. Yeah, it is polyester. It goes with everything that I wear. I wear a lot of cardigans and blazers and jumpers, so obviously the collar poking out is quite trendy, but it is a nice feeling piece, so it's good for layering and I really like it. Versatile colour, can't go wrong with a neutral, so yeah, really good piece. I'm going to move to some accessories to mix it up a little bit, and these are still on my love list. So first one is a little cassette tape bag that I got. Now, I did look this up. It comes from a shop in Dubai, I think. Can I remember how much it was? I think it was about £100. I'd have to double check to be certain. I got it for £2 and I just love it. And I'm really sad I haven't had anywhere to wear it yet. But I'm looking forward to when we can eventually venture out and into the world again, and I can take my cool little clutch bag. So it's got a detachable strap as well, but to be honest, I quite like the idea of having it just around my wrist. I'm less likely to lose it if I can't get it off actually. Never mind. Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's quite quirky. It's quite a decent size for a clutch actually. I can easily fit my purse in there and my phone, my keys, and then any other little bits I want to take with me. And it will do up, it won't be bulging out at the side, so it's a good bag. Ta-da! The next one, I picked this up from Sue Ryder, and oh, I wonder if you can hear it. It's a really fuzzy, velvety material, but really soft as well. The colour is just beautiful, and oh, almost exactly matches my cardigan. This, I don't know if it's 99p or 1.99. I'll go for 1.99 because I got it from the same place as I got the cassette tape bag, and that was £2. I just think this is lovely. And again, it's another clutch bag, decent size. It's more structured, so I just have to be a bit careful about the placement of various items in here so they don't all get bunched together and I can't shut it. But it's a lovely bag, and I'm looking forward to wearing it out. You don't wear a bag, do you? You don't wear a clutch bag. I'm looking forward to taking it out, you know? Okay, next item. Couldn't go through a list of the things that I loved thrifting in 2020 without including this. This is my Osprey bag, and I got it for £4.99 in Age UK. Now, I just can't get over the bargain that this was. It's a giant bag. It's not real crocodile skin, obviously, but it looks pretty cool. It's a massive bag. It's got a lovely light red lining. What have I got in there? Oh, I've got a belt in there. I forgot all about this. Yay! I love it when things like this happen, but I mean, really, does that indicate that I'm not particularly organised or what? Never mind. Well, I like the belt as well, but that's not on my list. I'll put that over there. So yes, can't remember how much this was originally, but I got it for $4.99. And again, really sadly, this is a bag I've not had the opportunity to take out, but when we can, I will be taking this on many little trips. It's a really good size, fits over my shoulder nicely, got a zip. There's also another compartment in there. In fact, there's a few actually. So, oh, there's something else in there. What else is that? Oh my goodness. Okay, this clearly I decided to store my belts in this bag because this is a tie to one of my dresses. All right. Is there anything else in here? It's like Mary Poppins' bag. No, that's it. Next up on my list of things I loved from 2020 is this denim jacket, and I'm fairly sure you haven't seen this. I thrifted this February time last year. I'm fairly sure it was before I started my channel, and it was when I went for a little thrifting trip with my husband for his birthday. That was more of a treat for me, I think. But this cost $4 or $5.99. Fits really well. It actually comes with a detachable fleece collar, which I don't often wear, but I do quite like. It's lined, it's really soft, like the wash as well. It's slightly darker than I might usually go for, but it's going to get lighter with age. Yeah, I really like it. It's really comfortable. Nice jacket to throw on. Obviously a denim jacket's really versatile and it goes with a lot of stuff, so it was a good purchase. The final two items on my love list from 2020 are actually shoes. So I've mentioned before, but for those of you who are new, I'm very tall, got very big feet. So it's quite rare that I actually manage to find shoes in a charity shop. So when I found these gorgeous boots that were originally from Banana Republic and they were in my size, I was delighted. These were $8.99. They're a really lovely leather. They've got a nice buckle detail as well. And the most important thing is they are wide enough and comfortable enough for me to wear them all the live long day, not have to worry about breaking them in because they're second hand, although to be fair, they're in such good nick that I think they probably weren't worn at all. But they're really comfortable, they're so smart, and oh, just a bargain for $8.99. So these are firmly on my list. Finally, on my love list, we have these. Now, you can just about see I have worn them in the mud a lot recently, but they are pink Nike trainers. I didn't get these from a charity shop. I actually got them from a pre-worn site online. They were 13 quid, but again, they fit, they're comfy. I love the bright colour as well. And I have worn these so much over the last few months. They've been kind of a staple whenever I've gone out for a walk to walk the dog or just out with the kids and my husband. These have been what I've worn and they've been really comfy and perfect for kind of sloshing through the mud. So yeah, really, really pleased with those. Now we're going to move on to the section of things that I thrifted in 2020 and I'm not so keen on. Now, all four of these items that I'm going to take you through, I really liked when I thrifted them, obviously, otherwise I wouldn't have bought them. But with hindsight, I've come to realise they're not such a good buy. Let's get started. Okay, this first one's creased. I dislike it so much, it just has been in a little pile. So, oh, and I've molted on it as well. It's becoming a habit. I think it's 3 videos in a row when I've molted. Oh well. So, this I have talked about before. It's in my video where I talk about do's and don'ts of thrifting. I basically bought this because of the label. And all of my, because it's Balenciaga, all of my logic went out the window. I didn't check the other label, and there isn't one, to see if it was real. I didn't even consider whether I really liked the blazer. I just thought, oh wow, designer, I'll get that. And it's a fairly lumpy, poor quality black blazer. There's no way this is genuine Balenciaga. And I also don't like the piece, which I think I talk about in the other video. If you don't like it, it doesn't matter if it's a great deal, because if you don't like it, it's not a great deal. So I've still got it. I'm gonna redonate it, but I hope the next person who buys it because they like the style of the jacket for them, rather than, oh, it's a designer. More for me. So that was £6 I spent on that, but it was quite a good lesson for me actually. Okay, the next piece is this little vest top that I got. I think this was from Age UK. It's only a couple of quid, and originally it's from Next. Now it's of a nice material. It's got a lovely feel to it. It's almost kind of sheeny, silky. It's a nice floaty top, and obviously it's a very vibrant lime. It's not lime green. It's a very vibrant green of some shade or another. So I do like this, but the reason it's made it onto my list is I've never worn it. And I think that if you have something and you haven't worn it in 6 months, then you're probably not going to wear it unless it's something very bespoke and niche, like a ball gown, and you only go to black tie events very, very rarely, like most of us. So it doesn't matter that this was only a couple of quid. I haven't worn it. I don't think I'm very likely to wear it either. So I regret buying this. So I'm gonna redonate it anyway. So it will go to a good home. But it was another lesson for me. I feel like these will be really controversial to be on my I wish I hadn't thrifted them list. I got 3 pairs of Converse that I was fortunate enough to thrift last year. They all fit me, which is good, and obviously these are turquoise. I've got a baby pink and a slightly darker, almost like salmon pink pair as well. I really like them, and this was the most expensive pair. They're 15 quid, and the others were less, quite a bit less actually. But after prolonged wear, I've come to realise Converse, they're just a bit too narrow for my feet. So I'm left with 3 pairs of shoes I do really like, and I genuinely would wear more, but they're just not comfortable. And I think that's, I don't really want to say it's a lesson, because actually there's no way you can know until you get them home and you've worn them a lot more. There's no way that you will understand that they're just not comfortable, because when you first try them on, they're fine. So I don't know what to do with these. I mean, the rate my kids are growing, they'll probably fit into them really soon. So I might hang on to them for the kids, or I might redonate them, or I might sell them, although I haven't ventured into selling online yet, so we'll see. But there are some options. I think if I appear in a future video and I gleefully say, oh, I've thrifted more Converse, feel free in the comments to remind me they don't fit, and I will regret it. I'm not going to buy any more, I promise. Okay, the final item of my I wish I hadn't thrifted it 2020 list is this. I do really like it. It's a long faux leather pleated black skirt from Marks & Spencer's. There's 2 reasons I wish I hadn't thrifted it. The first one is it's ever slightly too big. So the elasticated waist, I mean, it could do with being a couple of inches shorter. And I did look at whether I could take it in slightly, but I think it would mess up the pleats. So I've left it as it is. And the other reason is that when I walk, it does this. So I sound like a dragon flapping its big leathery wings about to take off. Whilst I'm at home, that's fine, because no one's going to hear me walking about apart from my husband and the kids. But when we can start mixing again and, you know, maybe even go into work and people will hear me walking, it's not really a goer. So, I don't know, maybe I've prematurely put it on the list, but as soon as I can start mixing with people again, I won't be wearing this skirt and I will be redonating it. I can't remember how much this one was. I generally stick to a rule of about a £5, so I'm guessing it was about a £5. Yeah, I do like it. It is a shame, but such is life, you know. So that is my little roundup of things that I love and things that I don't love quite so much that I thrifted in 2020. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.